So this is a separate rope rescue from Ascent equipment. So we've abseiled down to the casualty, and the things to consider here are things like rope stretch, depending on how far away you are from the anchor points, and how easy it's going to be to get them connected to us, if that's going to be the best option. So one way of doing this is actually threading the casualty's descender and doing a changeover for them. So their descender could stay on the ventral point, you could possibly put it onto the sternal point to keep them upright. But we threaded their descender, we put a rope grab above their Ascent equipment on the working line, and there's a few different bits of kit you can use for this, but a sling works quite well. It's quite quick, it's quite efficient, as long as we consider the distances and how far we've got to lower and lift the casualty. So we've got a sling redirected through a carabiner, 1-to-1, foot loop onto that. If we stand up on that, try and lock our leg out and also lift the casualty at the same time, should be able to get enough slack in the system to disconnect the chest descender. And then if we grip the sling, the advantage of this is we can grip the sling, adds a bit of friction to lower them onto the descender. Once they're on their descender, we can do a descent rescue. So this is another option for an Ascent rescue. So we're going to use a bit of equipment that will aid the lift and the lower. So we've got a little pulley system. This is Petzl Jag onto a rope grab above the casualty. The advantage of this is it's got a little locking pulley in there, so we can attach it to the casualty above the chest descender, and it can go onto their sternal point, and it's dead simple. Gives us a 4-to-1 in this orientation. Lift the casualty, disconnect them from their chest descender, and then we can add in a descender, and this can be to the ventral or the sternal point. To the sternal point means the casualty is going to be upright, and then to release, we just remove that catch, lower them down, and then we can do a descent rescue, or we can clip to the casualty depending on the situation. Another option is using something like a Grillon, which is a positioning device, but we can also create a little releasable anchor with this, so it works quite well. There is a bit of friction in there, obviously it's a friction device, it's a positioning device, but by using this we can use it as a bit of a locking pulley, but then also release like a descender. So for this we're creating a 2-to-1, attached a rope grab above the casualty, redirecting the tail end through a pulley, and then if we use something like a foot loop, we can get a bit of weight behind that to lift the casualty again, just to release their chest descender, or they could be on cow's tails or any fixed lanyard that isn't releasable. But again, if we stand up, lift as we stand, we can release the chest descender. And this device has caught the progress, so they're now suspended on a releasable anchor point.